Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. As always, I am a sports nerd. Today, we got a new video idea. I'm going to be talking about 3 players that I think are going to break out for the 2022-23 NFL season. Let's get straight to the action. First guy I want to talk about here is the Texans' going to be second running back, Rex Burkhead. He started his career in Cincinnati before spending a long time in New England, where he even won a Super Bowl with Tom Brady. Before going to the Texans, and now he is where he is. He has Marlon Mack in front of him, and then it's him. So what are the Texans going to do with him? I feel like Marlon Mack is going to be, a very good running back. But I feel like Marlon Mack, without Frank Reich and with Lovie Smith, he's got a much different coaching option that he has to go with. So even with the training camp, he's not going to be able to be the best running back he can be. So this is where Rex Burkhead comes in. He's almost the exact opposite of Marlon Mack. He's a less agile, more power type of back. But because Marlon Mack's going to have time to adjust to the Texans, but Rex Burkhead is going to just be able to immediately go out to the field and play in the Texans line. I think Rex Burkhead could really show up and show out in the first few games, and then maybe even take the number 1 spot from Marlon Mack. For my second player, I wanted to go with a wide receiver. So I went to a team that had one superstar wide receiver, but really wasn't having a good second choice. So I went with the Bills. They have Stephon Diggs. They're really good there, but they don't have a good second receiver. So who do I think is going to break out as a good second receiver? I'm going to go with, I'll take my hat off for this one, Jamison Crowder. I mean, that's not too crazy, but listen here. His best season, he was only good for 847 yards, and that was 6 years ago with Washington. So he has not been super spectacular for a few years now. His next best season, say in the last 4 years, was 833 yards, and that was still with Washington. So with Buffalo, especially after coming off the New York Jets, he's going to have a lot better of a time playing football. And with Stephon Diggs to kind of help him, such a good superstar receiver, and a wide receiver group that had really good wide receivers for years, he could really break out with 1,000, 1,500 yards even on a season, because the Bills, they don't have a good running back. I'm sorry, Devin Singletary, you're not a good running back. Josh Allen is the best running back on the team. He's quarterback. And Josh Allen, we already know, is a pass-heavy sort of guy. So even if he'll run for 350, 400 yards in a season, he's going to be looking a lot. That's why Stephon Diggs has done so good in Buffalo, and that's why I think Jamison Crowder is also going to do very good in Buffalo. Last choice, I went with 2 offensive players, so I had to go with a defensive player. But you know me, I can't go a video without naming my favorite, a player from my favorite team. So a Colts player. I'm thinking D-tackle Grover Stewart. He hasn't had too long to play, but with DeForest Buckner in that defensive line, he can be a very good defensive player. He's only forced 4.5 sacks in his career, only 1 forced fumble, but an AV of over 20, not bad whatsoever. So you know he has potential to do very, very good in the upcoming seasons. And I feel like he is going to do very, very good in the upcoming seasons with DeForest Buckner to his side in the same defensive line room as him, with a very, very good defensive line and one of the best offensive lines as well. So he's not going to be facing incredible offensive lines for most of the year. And he's known for being a very strong guy. So with all of that, I feel like he could have an amazing season where he comes up with, say, 8 or 9 sacks, a couple of forced fumbles, all of that stuff, he could have a really, really, really good season and be proved to be one of the best breakouts of the 2022-23 season. Well, that's right about it for me today. I'll try to keep this going consistently, but school has been quite the issue for me. Maybe expect a video, say 4 or 5 days from now. But I'm Sports Nerd, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.